Hey everyone, it's Salama. I just wanted to jump on real quick to talk about a doctor's visit that we just had. As you know, we just moved to Mexico, and now our 4 year old is ill. And what I'm about to tell you is going to explain some of the reasons why we decided to move to Mexico, and that is their healthcare, how they operate healthcare here, and how accessible it is for us. So anyway, like I said, he became ill, and last night he started running a fever. So I ordered medication for him, and the pharmacy brought it right over. It probably took maybe 20, 25 minutes. And unfortunately, the medication, we thought it was viral and the medication didn't work. So we started looking around for a doctor that could make a house call this morning to get him seen about. Now, as you know, we're new here, we're new to the area, we don't have a car yet. However, transportation is also equally accessible here. So we decided to Google find someone that could visit. And in Mexico, a lot of your business is going to be conducted through an app called WhatsApp. It is basically a messaging service. It's the primary use of communication here with businesses and people. So I called the number to see if I could WhatsApp them because my Spanish is coming along, but it's not that great to get into very much detail about things. So I was able to ask in Spanish, if I could text them and continue the conversation in the WhatsApp because I need an appointment for our son. So anyway, they were like, yeah, sure. So I get on WhatsApp and texted them, and they were like, sure, we have what's going on. How old is your kid? And basically, I made the appointment I contacted them around 9 a.m. this morning, and they let me know that someone could come out at 11:30. 11:30 rolls around, and the doctor comes in. He does a very thorough assessment. Now, a lot of you may not know, but I have a strong background in healthcare, and my husband is also retired Navy. He was a Navy corpsman. He deployed with the Marine Corps 3 times. And basically, so, he is doc, is what you would say. But when the doctor got here, he had his bag, he had everything he needed, and he was able to do his assessment and diagnose our son. And he was able to write prescriptions, and he explained to us everything that he was doing and what we needed to do. Now, like I said, because we don't have a car, I'm so glad we live in this area and that our area is relatively walkable. The pharmacy is maybe 5 minutes away, so Willie and the kids are going to go get the medication, and they're coming back. And I just wanted to share that experience for people who are just like, why Mexico? Why did I move here? And I wanted to begin to answer that question. One of the reasons is because healthcare is accessible and more affordable for us here. And so besides the point of healthcare being accessible and more affordable here, I also want to touch on the fact that the kind of medical racism that the United States has going on really impedes how you get care and what types of treatments and medications are available to you. And it doesn't really matter where you're coming from, like what state you're coming from. Medical racism just happens. And so one of the major reasons why we decided to move here is because after so long of being discriminated against by certain doctors, you start to develop an anxiety and a sense of depression around having to seek medical care that is possibly outside of the doctor that is caring for you, the one that you have that is caring for you, your general practitioner, because sometimes when you go to these specialists, they're pretty crappy and they're pretty racist. So you just get tired of it. You get this kind of fatigue that I just can't even explain. And of course you care for your kids and you care for your loved ones and your family, but it's just something that becomes a very, I don't even know the words right now. Like, it just becomes a very cumbersome, very sore spot, very depressing thing to have to deal with medically when you know that racism is a possibility, and also when you have experienced it yourself on multiple occasions. So when people, I just wanted to come on here and just kind of give an explanation, start kind of answering why Mexico, because I noticed on social media, I've been kind of elusive about it. Just everyone's asking, well, why Mexico? Why Mexico? Because that's where I want to be. And that's what I've been saying. But I think it's time now to start really like sharing the things that are happening and sharing how things are going for us. And I'll be honest with you, this has not been an easy road. This hasn't been an easy transition for us, but we're all hanging in there. But let me tell you something. The experience that we had with the doctor this morning and with the clinical staff even getting set up for the doctor's appointment made every hardship up to this point worth it, because we got seen, prescription in hand, instructions in hand by someone who genuinely cares. So it's just a change in culture. It's a change in culture that me and my family needed, and that's a good amount of the reason why we're here. We needed a change in culture. We wanted to be within a culture and learn a culture that was different than ours, that is doing things differently. So, and just so you know, I'm not trying to paint everything as a rosy picture. I mean, of course you have some people who are just, just kind of bad people, but for the most part, where we are is very safe. People are very generous, very nice, very caring and helpful. And that's been our experience. We have had experience with people who weren't nice or caring and things like that, but they didn't go out of their way to hurt you. They didn't go out of their way to just not service you or, do something or say something that's completely out of the way, like some of the radical things that have actually happened to me and my family in the United States. So it's really nice to not have to worry about that and not have to carry that burden while we're here. So anyway, I just want to come on here and share that. And thank you for listening. Hey fam, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me create more content like this where I show you our life in Mexico. Also, you can find me on Facebook and join my Facebook community for more spiritual related things, Divine Alchemy. Hasta luego.